Welcome to the Daily Debrief, an inside look at today's top stories. I'm Jason Dant, here with 13 Action News reporter Jeremy Chen. Now, Jeremy, today's top story is big events returning to Las Vegas and the risks that are associated with them. We have now been hearing about maybe potential security risks, but let's first touch on the risk about COVID. What are you hearing about the return of big concerts and that here in Las Vegas?
Well, of course, with us reopening on June 1st and the Delta variant kind of spreading around here, we are seeing an uptick in COVID cases here in our state. Health officials basically are saying this is nothing unusual, and they kind of expected the Delta variant to become the dominant strain seen in all the COVID cases that we're seeing here in our state. It's just more resilient. It spreads around easier than the other variants, so inevitably it's going to be the dominant strain no matter what. So no, really no surprise over there, and they're just encouraging people get vaccinated. That's the best defense at curbing the spread of this particular variant.
Now, your other part of your package today was in regards to potential threats that were made in regards to certain events coming up. You spoke with the police and an expert. What is that threat? Did you find out about it? And what do we do now that we know that there's a threat?
Gotcha. So according to Metro Police, they were aware of threats that were being made at the Excision and Millennium concerts, two separate locations, one at Allegiant, one in downtown Las Vegas. Threats that were made towards these two concerts that were going to happen this weekend. As far as what those specific threats are, it's unclear, but apparently they were made on social media, and Metro Police is investigating. The artists themselves on Twitter said that they were aware of these social media threats and are working with authorities to address them and make sure everyone stays safe. And the security expert basically said, unfortunately, pandemic or not, with large events coming over, unfortunately expect to see, threats being made towards these events.
And now, if I'm a ticket holder and I'm going to Allegiant Stadium, what should I do to prepare myself to just be more aware of my surroundings when I go?
The security expert says when these threats are made, the majority of the time, whoever's making them is trying to scare people or trying to keep people from leaving their homes and going to these events. He basically says, people, if you're vaccinated and whatnot, go ahead, go to these events, have at it. However, just be vigilant. If you do see something sort of suspicious or hear something suspicious, let someone from security or police know so they're aware. Maybe you might see someone just leave their bag and then just leave it there without even picking it up. That might, raise a little bit of alarm bells, or perhaps it just could be someone who just simply was too drunk and forgot their bag. It could be that. So, but you never know. And just, again, see something, say something, let security know so they can handle it.
Rather be safe than sorry, for sure. Thank you so much for joining us here on the Daily Debrief. For everybody out there, stay tuned after the break for more KTNV streaming Las Vegas news on your time, and head on over to ktnv.com for more on this story.